Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Every single day.
Hey everybody, hope all is well. Sorry I'm late. It's Mr. Eve's fault this time. I'm just going to let y'all know that. I'm blaming this entirely on Mr. Eve. Oh, he even said it himself. Okay, great. So I don't feel so bad. No, he works very hard. It's not his fault. Sometimes we just have last minute, calls for repairs on aircraft, and, I must oblige that. Because your girl Eve is as broke as a joke, especially after the trip to Tennessee for summer's Vigil. So, I got to do what I got to do here to keep a roof over my head, okay? All right, let me see who's all here. Sorry for being late and pushing this back. Just the facts says, I just wanted to say thank you, and you really are appreciated. It was all great. I could feel Summer. She's somewhere smiling. She's never felt a fraction of the love she did that day. That's very sweet. I'd do it again and again and again. And I will. Until she's found. Or justice is served. Hi, Heather. Sherry Burdette. She says, thank you so much for being there with Andra. She has talked so very wonderful about you. Thank you, Andra. Thank you, Bullhorn Betty. I really appreciate that. I really do. I have never been to your channel. This is the first time, but I'm going out right now. Well, thank you so much. Really. Guidance, hello. If you have not subscribed to Guidance in Life with TLC, please do. Go watch the ghost story with Justice for All. Guidance got to ride with Justice, and I guess, I don't know, something happened later that night where he got spooked by a penny and a dime rattling in his shower, and he's like, I don't know how that happened, but anyway, please go check out that video, and of course, like and subscribe to Guidance in Life with TLC and all her videos. All right, Susanna, welcome in, welcome in. She and Guidance was there, obviously, at the Vigil and in Tennessee. I want to say thank you so much for being there and being supportive and doing such an amazing job at the Vigil and all of the things that you assisted with. Without you two and all of the ideas that you had, it wouldn't be as an amazing experience as it was. So, thank you so much. And Dolly. I'm going to shout out Dolly. Dolly Vision. I know that Bullhorn Betty and I know that Dolly have been controversial to some, and I've had my issues with whatever I may have, but if your heart's in the right place and you're doing the right things, I'm all for it and I'm here for it. And to be honest with you, I have never felt so much acceptance, love, and appreciation as I have with those two creators, and I couldn't be more thankful. I don't care what anybody's thoughts are or what I've said in the past. It's not about all that. It's about Summer Wells. And they did an amazing job at that Vigil. Dolly even, his supporters was donating. He forgot to turn it off, or they were doing it anyway. I don't remember. But anyway, he sent some of the reimbursement money that I lost on those shirts so that I could donate to the Rescue One Global. So Dolly and Dolly's crew, Turtle Gang, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you so much. And of course, Mr. Eve, my husband, Mr. Eve, I appreciate you. And thank you for all of your support and me driving you crazy. Hey, Lulu girl. Saw you in Josh's chat today. Thank you so much for being warm, welcoming. I appreciate you as always. And being so supportive in your comments. I really appreciate those. Thank you, Lulu. Heather, I wish that you were there with us, but she had to work. But my other mod in the chat, next time, girl, I know you'll be there. Hello, Penny. Just the facts. Appreciate your comments too earlier. My shed lines, and anyone that's coming in or watches the replay, glad you're here. Thank you for being here with me. So I have not made a lot of content lately, and obviously everybody, it seems like when I'm watching like Bullhorn and Dolly and Krama Mama and everybody just like always chunking out stuff, honest to God, I don't know how they do it, because I'm like, okay, I've got to lay out what I'm going to upload. I have to edit some of it, but they're just really good at like going live on a drop of a hat, and I'm like overwhelmed and have to think about how I'm going to make it, I guess, like OCD perfection kind of style. I really got to get over that and just upload exactly how it is. Because I get overwhelmed, and then there's like 50 video ideas that I need to do, and then it just, something new comes out or some new information. Anyway, I got to get over that, and my bad on that. I uploaded all of my videos about the trip that I took, but I couldn't get on Wi-Fi like hardly ever. It was awful. And when I did get Wi-Fi, I was too busy doing other things. So anyway, I'm back home with excellent Wi-Fi. Well, not excellent, but pretty good. So I'm going to be churning it out, I promise. Tell Mr. Eve to give your girl, Mrs. Eve, some time to do that. But it's Father's Day tomorrow, so that ain't going to happen. But Miss Enigma, hi, Eve, and everyone. You did such an amazing job at the Vigil. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I did my best. We did stay at the in Beech Creek, but I want to show you this amazing place. People always think that Beech Creek is just this awful place. I mean, there's obviously certain places, just like anywhere else, where there's some bad spots, but there's also some gorgeous, beautiful spots. And take all of that other stuff away, Tennessee in the hills, it's gorgeous. It's really gorgeous and extremely hot right now. If you saw the Bullhorn Betty and all of the vigils, everybody was sweating their ass off because it is so hot. Like, there was a heat index of 107 at the vigil. It was just insane. Blew my mind. But anyway, it was a wonderful, all creators did an amazing job. And the naysayers, they can just kick rocks, because honestly, everyone did great and their hearts were pure, and all that stuff. So I am going to be showing you guys some of the places that I went. Yeah, Dolly is a good guy. Yeah, he really is a good dude. Like, he has a good heart. He's hilarious as shit. And so is Bullhorn. Like, they don't skip a beat. We all have our caveats, right? We all have our own way and our personalities, but that doesn't mean that, just because we might be controversial on some things. Look, I'm a medium, so a lot of people don't know that until they see something that comes out with EVPs, and they're like, I'm out of here, you crazy witch Satanist woman. Like, they don't understand that I am not some, crazy woman with a, crystal ball that's putting hexes on everybody. That is not what I do at all. I never have sent in a tip for anything that was just speculation or intuition without receipts. Like, that is the right way. All right, I'm going to count it. You can't get more level-headed medium than me. I'm just going to tell you that. Not to toot my own horn, but toot. So anyway, I wanted to show you and tell you something that I've been dying to tell you. I was trying to stream my driving around Beech Creek to you, and obviously it cut off. What are you going to do? They really do not get good service, as you know. Yeah, the energy was cray-cray. Guidance, no doubt. Guidance and life with TLC. She is also a medium, and it was crazy. Let me just tell you that. Gina M., I'm used to the southern heat humidity. Can't imagine how much worse it was for those of you not used to it. See, so I'm from Texas. I totally am used to the heat part, but it's different because you're up in elevation, and for some reason it just makes the air so much heavier. So I was like literally breathing in this just insanely thick air. It was just way more intense than I'm not used to. So yeah, but it was nuts. I think it's really interesting. I'm open to anything. Yeah, if it's used for good. Exactly. Thank you so much for saying that. Everybody has their own way of doing mediumship, and you don't have to like it. But, I don't like certain aspects of certain types of organized religion. I'm going to always respect you no matter what. Just don't disrespect me because it doesn't fit into yours. And we're gravy, baby, Anyway, yes, Justice for Little Summer, Josie, Waylon, and Wyatt. All right, let me get this out of the way. We call it air you can wear, baby. Not only was I wearing it, I was swimming in it, okay? Everybody was, though. Lulu, I just stepped outside and it's still hot. Girl, preach. Yes. I mean, and it's really bad when you get back into, like, the cold, air-conditioned wherever you are, and you're, like, wet from the sweat, and it's freezing. Then you get all comfortable and you're okay, you get some change of clothes, and then you step outside and you just repeat the cycle. So, that's how bad it was. So, okay, getting back to what I wanted to talk about before I go into this little beady rabbit hole that I want your opinion on, okay? Eve, it was nice to meet you at the Prayer Vigil. Justice, Janie. Oh, yeah, it was wonderful meeting you. Thank you so much for, coming out, obviously, and I saw that you were streaming. Hi, Grammy H. I saw that you were streaming, and as you can imagine, you could see some of the people coming up and saying, are these shirts for sale? And I'm like, no. I would have some big kahunas, first of all, and the audacity. Hi, the lab. Hi. I would have some big kahunas and some audacity to sell some shirts at a vigil for a missing 6-year-old girl. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Like, really? And I never would have done that. I gave them away for free in the community so that they could wear them to not only obviously get the coverage out there more, but to remind them to don't stop. Hold people accountable, and speculation is one thing, but fighting for this little girl within your community is really, and then I'm not trying to be rude, but your responsibility in your community, and most of all, law enforcement's, right? And law enforcement, we pay them to do a service. If they're not doing the service that you think Miss Summer Wells deserves and her brothers, apply a little bit of pressure and get the answers that you think you deserve. YouTube is honestly the worst place to do that. Obviously, you see what's going down all the time. But the community is where it's at. And so we really wanted to get, that message out. And, of course, appreciate law enforcement at the same time. Hello, Justice for All. Glad you're here. Hey, Ashley Oaks. So thank you for coming in, guys. All right, so just hear me out. This is the only, I don't know what's the word. This is the only time that I'm going to be like, my intuition is telling me that there is something weird about this area that I went to, and I literally almost threw up in my car. I'm just going to tell you this, okay? But I did some research, y'all, and there's a reason why I feel this way. So let me pull up something for you. There is, I'm going to pull up my Google Earth. It's map time. I'm going to Andrew Mullet. Is that what his name is? Andrew Hole? Anyway, I'm going to do map time. Because. And there's a reason why I feel this way. Hold the phone. Let me pull up something for you. Why am I hearing myself? I'm going to pull up my Google Earth. It's map time. What is going on here? I'm going to Andrew Mullet. Is that what his name is? Andrew Mullet? Hold on, y'all. Sorry. My phone did a meanie. All right, guys. I was like, am I hallucinating? Did I smoke the devil's lettuce in Tennessee or something and whatever? I did not, by the way. I'm just saying that was weird. See, Justice for All, ghosty shit. My phone wasn't even touched. All right. Googly Earth. Ooh, welcome, Lulu. Thank you for being a member. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Mr. E3 is a crowd we represent well. Thank you. Yes, I always represent my fam, my YouTube fam. I've been watching the lab forever. Well, since you started. And everybody. I've just been hiding in the background until October of 2021 where I just couldn't take it anymore. I was like, let me try this true crime community. And I got my ass handed to me, to be honest with you. But I'm still here. All right. So this area in Beech Creek, I can't tell you why, but I just feel it. All right. I feel it. There is this little area in Beech Creek is 13 minutes away from 110 Ben Hill Road. All right. And I don't know why, but I was researching and I was thinking, okay. Where is an area that has a little bit of everything? Crime, rich people, a lot of land for sale, a lot of heavily tree-rich filled whatever, and a lot of valleys and a lot of peaks, right? And Barrett Hollow just screamed at me before I went to Tennessee, okay? And I was looking, and I was like, man, this just gives me the heebie-jeebies out here. All right? There's a big circle that it goes around to Beech Creek, all right? It's called Blair Gap. There's Mountain View Road. I don't know if y'all have ever really deeply researched this, but I have. My Shed Lines, I love that name. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. She says, thank you for all your content and commitment to missing children. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Justice for All. That was the craziest thing that's ever happened to me in my life. Well, just wait until me and Guidance get together. Me, you, and Guidance. We'll tell you everything. Very intuitive. In a way, going crazy. Going down through this area, it is so dark, guys. When I tell you it is so dark, that there are some place, like when you go into the sticks or, somewhere that you haven't been before and it's a country road or back road and it gets really dark because of the shade of the trees because they kind of grow together. This is how this is. But it's not just for like 2 seconds. It gets that way for a good minute going 40 down this road on Barrett Hollow. I was freaked out. Something just was like, you got to hone in on this. Well, I found out that in July of 2021, one of the goats, I'm not going to go into all of the names, and one of the wards lived together. And one of them passed away in July of 2021. And I just wanted to kind of show you Guidance, my lovely mod, and she has her own channel, found these weird little things like on these properties. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe just a little fenced in area. I thought it was a graveyard at first, but I think I was wrong. Whatever. But this is one of the goat properties. All right? And I was thinking to myself, we aren't really thinking about the other side of Don Wells and what he knows around this area. He would know better than anybody where property is to, unfortunately, hide someone. All right? But if we're going down that road, and I'm not saying that he's guilty of anything, you all know what I'm doing here. I'm just researching the possibilities, right? And y'all, when I tell you my spidey senses were going off all up in here, it doesn't seem like a lot of people would, first of all, want to search here, but wouldn't really know to go here. It's right outside of that 2 mile. Actually, it's like 4.5 miles out from Ben Hill, but still, it takes 13 minutes to get there from Beech Creek Road off of, Ben Hill and around to Barrett Hollow. Doesn't take a lot of time at all. And I'm going to try to pull up some videos for you to see kind of what I was seeing. Because when you're driving down this road, there's properties not for sale at the beginning when you turn onto this Barrett Hollow from Mountain View Road, I think, or Reamer Road. But when you get really down in there, there are private land. There's private land for sale, but there's all these little entrances to the property that probably no one would see, first of all, because they're not there. All you have to do is take this rope off, put it down, and drive your happy ass into the sticks where no one could see you ever. Yeah. So it just kept confirming my intuition as I was driving through this area. And then my guidance noticed these little like tucked in back things. Like these. You can't look up property details with these little off, like these trailers just placed in all of these different areas on private property. Okay? They're not going to tell you that. All it's going to say is that there is a structure here. And not always do they have new structures on these property details. So it could have been a new property that they stuck back there like a trailer or whatever and didn't update it. Because that's not going to happen until the, appraisal or they let the county know. Let me catch up with chat before I get to the next stage of this. Oh, Mr. Eve. Yeah, it is so dark in the winter. When I was on Ben Hill, I said, I bet the sunlight only hits some of these places 30 minutes a day. No kidding. Like, some of this is so heavy, and it, the trees go over the roads that it's bananas how dark it is. Like it's nighttime. It's crazy. Night, Mr. Eve. Thank you for being here, honey. Good night, baby Eve. Deuces. He's been wild today. But he's been great. He's been missing his mama. But see you tomorrow. Yeah, but there's just all these little tucked back in, roads, and there's some roads, like, see right here? Whoa, what the hell? Would you please work for me? See? Like these roads. Is that working now? For the love of Pete. Anyway, these like trees are going over the road. So I'm thinking to myself, shoot, man. This would be ideal. Thank goodness I'm not a bad person and would never do anything like this. In my opinion, I'm pretty damn sure. But it just keeps getting worse and worse as the farther that you go back. But then it spits you out on Lone Star Road. If you go down, I believe, Reamer or Mountain View, something like that. And it wouldn't take you very long to get back to Ben Hill. It wouldn't, especially if you're zooming back to Ben Hill. Now, we just got information that somebody said that the truck was there at the watering hole for a very, very long time. So it makes me think if that's true and they were only there for a little bit of time, either you're lying about that and you were there for a very long time, or who picked you up? Who picked you up? And where did you go? And how long did it take? Thank you, MZ. Oh, he passed out? Awesome. That was quick. Baby Eve is tuckered out. Yeah, but shoot. I am too. No, I'm glad he went to sleep. He needed it. Oh, Miss Ignimba, I really appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. I probably lost about 20 pounds of water weight from sweating. So that's good. Thank you, Miss Ignimba. I appreciate it. Good. I'm glad. Mr. Eve. No, he's the only child. And Mr. Eve is all about having more, and I'm like, oh, good Lord. Help me. All right, anyway. So there's all these different areas. And I think at the end of Barrett Hollow, where it goes into like Grassy Creek Lane, it's private. Either it's private or it gets really scary. And I'm not going to tell you who lives there, but I wouldn't personally want to go down there, and I didn't. So I just really, really, really hope that if they have not searched that area on top of this mountain in Blair's Gap, please, law enforcement, would ya? Because this is some deep, deep, deep stuff that I don't think, honest to God, a drone, and I'm no drone expert, but from what I'm reading, if there's things that are under all of these trees, it would be very difficult. It's very thick. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass and I don't know what I'm saying, but I just feel like hopefully they'll look. There's just something about it. And you know, Kingsport's only like, what is it, 15 minutes away? 15 maybe? And there is so many little beady roads, like little dirt roads, private roads, to get to these places. All right. I was looking at, what was it, Solomon's Temple, and going down Lone Star Road, and Lone Star Road kind of wraps around the other side of that. They need to check out all up and down Lone Star Road again and again and again. I just don't know why, but it's like, please, you know. Because if she's not there, in my opinion, she's not in Tennessee, in my opinion. But there's so many places. We could sit here probably for 100 years and still have no luck. They're going to have, you know, obviously digital evidence or somebody coming and saying, I know something. And we all know someone does. Someone's, plural. I'll just leave it there. That's just me. I think they met someone. Yeah, that was my theory. That was my first theory, is that someone helped them. I always felt like someone owed them a favor and they needed help with something, and we all know who they is. It's just speculation for entertainment purposes only. All people are innocent until proven guilty by law, and that includes a grand jury indictment. I'm not a singer. Sorry. All right. So anyway, please, for the love of all that is holy, somebody get into Smith Gap and Blair's Gap. Please. Like I said, you know, Gold Property is private. In my opinion, it's a great place to look if they haven't. I'm sure law enforcement's smart enough to figure that out, right? But, all right, just gonna leave that there. Oh, guidance. By the way, that strange structure that we saw up in here is a trailer. I found that it was a trailer. If I know who lives there, I would tell you, but I don't. But it's not on the property details of the goats. So, there's that. And that's all I got on that. You know, another thing that came to me was, you know, I don't know how many places Tucker Drywall has all over like Tennessee, but I do know that Tucker Drywall is in Virginia, and I believe North Carolina. But I for sure know Virginia. And I'm thinking to myself, how many places has Dawn worked at with all of these random mass job sites in the middle of nowhere, like that no one would really know about? And maybe, just maybe, there's something there. I don't know. Yeah, Lulu. I'm going to behave all in due time. Oh, baby talk. Y'all better stop. We got missing babies. That has my heart. So, yeah, I went there. Low blow, huh? All right. Did y'all... I know that y'all heard about the call that got leaked. I'm pretty sure y'all heard about that. And I didn't want to get into that conversation because it's really not... There really isn't much to tell in my opinion. Like, people said that this Shannon S., who came out and called BK about that, dropped it in a link in a Discord. But it really does sound like the recording came from the BK side. And I'm not throwing shade at BK. I'm not saying that he did anything wrong. I'm just saying that recording sounds like it was on the other side of Shannon. So maybe, just maybe, somebody who got that recording dropped it. I don't know. Crime Mama said what she said, and she said, like, she addressed it perfectly. So, I wasn't there in the Discord, so I don't know the truth. This is just what I'm thinking. Kind of sounds like it's on one side of the phone, that recording. Oh, Ashley, I'm sorry to hear that, babe. It's never too late. Never. I waited until I was 29, 30. Oof. I think 29 to have kids, and I'm tired, y'all. But it was worth it. So anyway, was this where that little... Yeah, like, what the hell? These little places and like nowhere. And if you really start looking, and if you're crazy like me and you're like literally going through every single, square mile of Google Earth or Onyx hunt, thank God for Heather, my mod, who showed me that, because it takes away some of the trees, or it'll have digital coverage of land in the fall where there's no freaking leaves. Oh, and you could see the terrain. This is what I do for fun. So I just scan the shit out of these places. Idaho. I know Idaho. I have never even been there. Okay. And I know the roads like I've lived there my whole life. And Ben Hill and all this. Like, never would have thought in a million years. Oh, the call is hard. Okay. Trigger warning. If you don't want to hear about the worst of the worst that you could think about what happened to Summer, it involves her brother. I advise just don't go there. I really do. But if you're going to, just be prepared. Have you discussed what your reading said when you were in the area? No, I have them uploading. They're very long. They're not complete yet, but I promise you when I get them uploaded, I will release them. I promise. Yeah, Idaho seems to be beautiful. Like, the Snake River looks really, really cool. There's some places I want to go in Idaho. Like, legitimately just want to go and look at and camp and stuff. Did that say Lickety Split? Lick Skillet Branch? Who be naming these areas? I'll tell you who's been naming these areas. People who've been drinking moonshine. They're like, what are we going to call this area? We're going to call it Lickety Split. Let's just call it Lick Split. It's just some of these names on these roads are hilarious. Have you discussed? Oh, I'm in a time fire, but yes, all worth it. Yeah. All right, so let me pull up a video if I can. I'm going to try. I swear. They're uploading, like, there's so many videos. And then I'm uploading, you know, Susanna's and Guidance's. And they have 50 billion of, like, 3-second ones that I'm going to have to combine. So I just want to tell y'all, thanks. Thanks a lot. No, I really appreciate them, but I'm going to have to, like, combine them because they're in literally 3 seconds. Because my mods are squirrels. Literally squirrels. Is that me driving? Let's see. I was going down these roads. It wasn't safe. Like, it wasn't the best, you know. I shouldn't have been driving that fast around these turns, but I was late to the Vigil a little bit. So I was a race car driver from Hades. You know, Eve had me fly in Idaho in my flight simulator. Oh, I did. That's so cool. Oh, can y'all hear that? Hold on. See, I can't hear that. Sorry. And they be playing music like loud as shit. I did the same. Oh, hold on. Do y'all want to see Barrett Hollow and how crazy it is? Great. Hold on. It's scary. One moment, please. I want to show you an appropriate video. Give me a moment to go through and make sure they are. Not that I'm like completely crazy inappropriate, maybe a little. But my videos are cut up because of the size, wouldn't let me send it. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that actually was a baller song. I love Queens of the Stone Age. But now I'm going to get a freaking strike for that. That's okay. Because money. One second. Oh, there's the hippie house. Susanna went to the hippie house. Look at that. I don't know why I didn't want to go there. I just didn't. But I'm glad you got to finally go. Here's some of the Vigil. It was so great. There's justice for all. It was awesome. There's me. Anyway. They're still uploading, guys, so I can't show you the Barrett Hollow. But anyway, I'm just going to start pumping out like the areas. Once they get uploaded, I'm going to make videos of like this is what it looks like. This is my intuition, and then the reading that I did on it. Because listen to this. One of my readings said that I actually talked to Jose, guys. I know. Justice for all, don't hate me, don't hate me, don't hate me. But he came to me. I did not come to Jose. All right, I promise. And I asked Jose to confirm if he was ready to talk about Summer by saying something similar to Summer. I don't know why I did that. It was... Don't come at me. And he said Summer in the EVP. in the spirit box. It was bananas. I about dropped out because it's very hard to usually get that kind of an energy to answer your questions. And I was just blown away. But my readings are damn close to how I felt and what I was feeling about Ben Hill. And I can tell you with I can just tell you logically and intuitively that it's been right on par before I ever went to Tennessee, and now it's like confirmed in my brain after I left. So it does help to get that kind of a feel for the area that you think you know so well just by researching. No, it's a whole completely different ballpark, separate ballpark when you're there and feeling it while you're thinking about what you've researched. You know, and there are some places like the property, I don't feel she's there. I could be wrong, and I probably am, you know, but I didn't feel her. And a lot of other women, the two women that were with me, and Bullhorn Betty and Dolly and Susanna, they didn't feel her there. Like, they just didn't feel her. And it kind of confirmed, you know, that I'm not the only one. It was really nice to feel that way. I don't think she's there. I think those two knuckleheads are smart enough to know that the 2 mile radius, everybody looks, law enforcement always looks in the 2 mile radius. And I don't think she's in the 2 mile radius. I think she's in the 4 mile to 5 mile radius, or completely like out of Tennessee. But the digital evidence would be really nice. Did anybody see Summer that day? Anybody? Anybody? That would help. Eve laughs at my crick vs. creek. Lord, I fell out. I fell out. She was like, go look in the crick. The what? That's like a crick in the neck. That's not water. That's creek. She's like, no, it's the crick. And they do say crick out in the sticks, so lost my shit on that one. I'm half Yankee, Kentucky-Tennessee border. Wow, that is, wow. Most insane reading ever, yeah. My mods have listened to the reading. It's 30 minutes long, but I got to cut it down because there's dead air. Not very much, but I'll put that together. Mr. Eve, are you going to let me get some time to get these videos out? I would really appreciate it. You felt her? Yeah. Felt her definitely at the vigil. Is it true? Like, is it seriously true that Candace showed up at the watering hole at all? Or is that just a rumor? Because I don't know. I have no idea. Excuse me. Yeah, by the way, Sullivan County is like a hop, skip, and a jump over. Sullivan County is totally a possibility. Totally. I think you go into Sullivan County when you're back in Barrett Hollow. I'm pretty sure. So, I'm Aussie. That's how I feel when y'all speak. Right? When I get really angry, I speak in like Texas slang. Yeah, it's weird. You know when I'm mad. Because I'm like, and don't you forget that I'm about to go pop off. I've had it. Mr. Eve's like, oh no. He's from California, and he's just like, oh shit, what did I do? What did I do this time? That's hilarious. Last I heard, she's still missing in action, but I was not there. Who? Oh, what I asked. Yeah. They head down yonder to the creek and come back directly. You hear? Go fetch me some tea. It better be sweet. Josh from the lab said that he loves unsweet tea. And my Texas, my Southern pride was hurt, disgusted. But I forget, First of all, he likes baseball, and second of all, he doesn't like the Cowboys. Boo. I thought Candace would be at the vigil. I knew damn well she wasn't. I never for a second thought Candace would show up exactly. But, so, Barrett Hollow, go a little bit off that 2-mile radius unless, look, they have digital evidence that we don't, so pop off, law enforcement. It's been a year, though. It's been a year. Maybe you should listen to some people out here like Grizzly True Crime and Andrew Mole and all these people that are really smart. Maybe they have some good ideas. Maybe check all of Dawn's work sites if you haven't, like all of them in the past year. It takes time to plan these kind of horrific things. If, in fact, there's evidence to suggest he did, which I believe. I don't know this, but I believe to be, there should be, or would be, in my opinion. Hi. Do I need some water? Thank you, Mr. Eve. I'm a little spoilt, y'all. I'm spoilt rotten. Unsweet tea. Y'all need to put some sugar in that. Pour some sugar in your tea. Is that unsweet shit is gross? What? He's hollering. Don't be hollering in this creek. This crick. Unsweet tea is
weirdos.
It's like putting a dirty sock in some water. At least put some sugar in it.
You have to.
I don't get it, but pop off if you like that dirty sandal foot wearing water. Ugh. Aaron Mole is the best. Do I call him Andrew Mole? I don't know why I do that. Oh, I know why. Because I had a friend named Andrew Mole. It's Aaron Mole. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Andrew. I mean, Aaron. Aaron Mole. It's Aaron Mole. I'm like a member of his. I've been watching him forever when he started Map Time. So shame on me. But Texas. Yep. What do you think of their YouTube channel? The anniversary videos were interesting. I think it was another bullshit con ass throw people off and keep the money going. Just stop, Tim. Like, stop. I'm just going to say this. All of those people in the top, stop. Because you're bringing it down. And it's not cool. That's all I got to say. What do you, my hubby drinks only unsweetened tea by the gallons. Heather, he needs to seek help. Because there's nothing good about unsweet tea. It's healthier, though. I will give it that. Put some sugar in it, sugar. Missing them a thank you. Put some sugar in it, sugar. Sugar. Add some lemon in mine. Yeah, that's even better than no sugar. I'm sorry. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I just wanted to give y'all some information of what I'm planning to do. Y'all tell Mr. Eve to give your girl, Miss Eve, some time to put these out. And I will do that. I'll get on it. And you're going to see some readings and some beautiful scenery. And me get the creepy vibes over in Barrett Hollow. Like I said, a ward and a goat lived there at one time. Owned the property, so I'm just saying. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. As I always say, drink some water in this crazy-ass heat. Take your vitamins. Hug yourself. Hug your babies, your grandbabies, and your fur babies. All the babies. Let's keep fighting for missing children. And I will see you on the next live. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend and a week ahead. Bye.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room.